Young children are naturally curious and ready to learn. Studies now show that learning does not begin when a child walks through the schoolroom door. Learning begins in the home. Experts acknowledge the importance of children's early learning experiences, and that one-on-one time with you is where it all begins. During this short video, we will look at 5 key strategies to keep in mind when having those one-on-one times with our young children as we're creating those teachable moments. Let's begin first of all with eye contact. Researchers in 2008 shared that from birth, babies show a preference for human faces and voices, spend more time looking at their mothers than at strangers' faces, and they prefer human speech over other sounds. And they recognize the voices of their mothers over those of female strangers. According to the same authors, even small babies desire to communicate with their mother, even if it is at a limited state. For example, they try to re-engage the adult with gazes, smiles, and vocalizations. But when their repeated attempts at engagement fail, they become sad and turn away from the non-responsive adult. Until the 3rd month of life, their eyes have the ability to focus at a limited distance. That distance is around 18 inches, which is the distance from a mother's face to the baby's face while she is holding them. Did you know that the baby's brain craves to look at faces? As she looks into your eyes and hears your soft voice talking to her, her brain is imprinting the details of it all. When your infant has just awakened from a nap, his mind is alert, but his body is basically still. This is the perfect time to interact with your little one. There are no mistakes here. Our wonderful Creator has a perfect plan in the life of our newborns and the essential bonding that takes place between the infant and you. Invest time in your child. Hold them. Talk to them. Look at them in the eyes and watch their face light up as you connect. There is no one they would rather look at than you, my dear mother. Bend down or kneel to their level. During those awake times when your young child is active, there will be moments when they will want to work on mastering something that they've been learning. For example, is your infant learning where their little toes are? Enjoy the beauty of those little toes. Respond with bright eyes and a higher voice repeating the word toes as they point to their little body parts. Perhaps your toddler has just began the walking process. Invest in them by getting down on the floor and letting them walk into your arms. With a big smile, clap for your little one as they accomplish this big milestone. Is your older toddler learning how to stack similar size Duplo blocks into a tall tower? Perhaps parallel play with them as they build. With the 4 size blocks, you could build with the 8 pegged blocks. Model for them afterwards when it's time to pick up the toys. They don't automatically know how to do these things. We have to show them the way to do it. Is your preschooler learning some of the letters in their name? Sit with them at the table for a few moments and show them how to make each of the letters. As they hold the marker, wrap your fingers around their hand and guide the building of each of the letters. The next is positive touch on hand or back. Dr. Bruce Perry of Baylor College of Medicine in Houston found a baby's brain could be 20 to 30% smaller for lack of opportunities to explore their environment and receive little attention from a caring adult. In other words, verbal conversation, bonding, and playing with you as the mother all help establish a solid foundation for learning. Research has shown early attachment greatly impacts healthy brain growth if the mother is warm, responsive to needs, and seeks to build a secure attachment with her child. Consider your voice tones, the touch of your hands as you change a wet diaper, or comfort your little one who is afraid. These loving interactions lay important foundations for learning. This holds true especially in the area of language development. Research shows children who are talked to, cuddled, and read to by a caring adult, especially during the first 3 years of life, have language skills that far exceed other children with less verbal stimulation. The next key strategy is ask questions and explain what you're doing. Play is your child's work, so during the play experience, interact with your child. Ask questions, explain what you're doing. Asking questions helps to build the problem-solving skills in their minds. During the play experience, children develop their interactive speech, according to researcher Lev Vygotsky. Vygotsky stated there are two types of speech: the social speech or interactive speech and the private speech. Social speech takes place when children talk with adults and other children. Private speech takes place when children talk to themselves as they problem solve a situation. As your child is learning, provide positive responses as they learn. Those are the tapes they will play in their minds over and over and over again as they learn new things in the classroom and in life. Research found those children who had a strong attachment with their mothers experienced more positive emotions, ability, morale, and cognition. Help to model for them that learning is fun. The fifth and most important strategy is listening when they talk. Listening is defined as following the thoughts and feelings of another and understanding what the other is saying from his or her perspective. Reflective listening is hearing and understanding, and then letting the other know that they are being heard and understood through active attention that is focused on the child who is speaking. After hearing our child share something, we can respond back with just simple comments like, "Oh, no fooling. How about that? You did what?" After your child is done talking, check to see if you hear them correctly by summarizing what they said in 2 or 3 sentences. If your child is upset, for example, here are some leading questions that you could ask to open the door to see if they're ready to talk. "You appear upset about something." "You sure look excited. What's up?" "You seemed troubled. What's going on?" Respond to what they're saying and show positive facial expressions in response to your listening and understanding. While you're interacting with your child, try to include in the following words: "I knew you could do it." "You almost have it." "You're doing much better." "That's better than ever." "You're on the right track now." "Every time you improve." "Wow, that's a great job." "You're doing a great job." Teachable moments invest in your child's self-esteem. Teachable moments build a strong bond between mother and child. Enjoy creating your teachable moments starting today.